Again the question will come that how Shaivites they were changing themselves. There we find that starting from Mahabharata itself, reference is there to Daksha Yajna. Daksha, he is organizing a grand sacrifice. He has several daughters, of which one is married to Shiva. But Shiva, because of his uncouth type of nature, he is not a very welcome in the household of Daksha, who actually forgets or deliberately does not send an invitation to Shiva. And when his wife finds the humiliation meted to Shiva, she actually sacrifices her life. And Shiva becomes a kind of mad person, carrying the corpse of his dead wife along with him. He is roaming around like a mad person. And when Vishnu finds this, ultimately realizes that it will ultimately lead to the death of Shiva, he with his Sudarshana Chakra cuts the pieces of Sati's body into different parts, and these parts fall in different places. And where these body parts fall, they all becomes Shakti Pithas. 51 Shakti Pithas all over India. Some of them they are situated in Bengal also. The story is there in Mahabharata. Later it is developed a bit further in Puranas, even in the creative literature. For instance, Kumar Sambhavam. There, the birth of Kumara, that is son of Shiva and Parvati, it is described. So, Shiva, he is having a blissful married life where Parvati is the benign wife, that is also there. And in this manner, from the very beginning, we have the reference of the creative principle, Shakti cult coming within Shaivism. But later, it is not just the benign feature of the Shakti cult, but the fierce manifestation of Durga, Mahishasura Mardini, we find in not only the literature but the sculptural depiction of this kind of features or motifs we find in the extant cave sculptures. For instance, in Mahabalipuram, you have the scene where Durga is fighting with Mahishasur. And here the important change takes place, because in Buddhism, Jainism, Vaishnavism and Shaivism, all they have adopted the female creative principle, but as the minor one. God, he is immanent, he is present everywhere, but he is a reluctant participant, where the creation is taking place because of the creative impulse of the female principle, that is Shakti. But there also we can say it is a kind of dependent Shaktism. In Shaivism, we find that kind of dependent Shaktism, but obviously it was much more pronounced. The role of the female creation, which was much more pronounced in Shaivism compared to Vaishnavism. But in Shaktism, in Devi Mahatmya, it is described that it is not only the female god, Shakti, Adya Shakti, that is the primal force. She has not only created all the Trinity, Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwar, but then after creating these three godheads, who are the creator, upholder and the destroyer of the whole world, but she then divides her own self into three parts and allows them to mate with these three, that is Brahma, Vishnu and Maheshwar, and ultimately because of this union the world is created. So here in the Shakti principle, Shakti cult, the goddess, she is not only an important partner, but actually she is the progenitor of the whole creation. And in this manner we find that in Shaktism she becomes the